Shalom, shalom, family. What's going on? Like say, as you guys see, I am walking and I am talking. So all praises. If you have not seen the last video that we did about vlogging, me and my wife went out a little bit. Go check it out. But like I say, I say that because it's been a long day, and sometimes I just need to just walk and just catch the nature and realize where I am and just being present and where I am, right? But I'll say this, is this weekend gonna change a lot of things in this world? Because we see the headlines of Iran, we see the headlines of America going to war, and Donald Trump saying, hey, Saturday, tomorrow for us, it's Saturday. It's evening time here where we are. And it got me thinking like, man, maybe I need to talk about this, because it's more of why are they promoting this in a way, marketing this in a way. But just listen to me real quick. But when Donald Trump went into Venezuela and did what he had to do and whatever, capture the president of Venezuela, you didn't hear about that. You did not hear about that. It was just done, and that's what it was, right? So it's getting to a point of, okay, yesterday they said that the market, certain stocks, certain ETFs, certain things was going up, and certain things was going down. So for me, I always try to look at the bigger picture of what's going on and stuff like that. If you don't know, the US dollar, it is gaining its strength back. But yeah, that's besides the point. Because if this thing happens, like they say is going to happen, this is going to change a lot of flights. This is going to change the whole world in a way where Iran ain't no joke, right? They talking about, hey, if America do this, we are going to end it. We are not playing around. If this happens, I am not going to go back and forth. So that's something that, okay, I'm stepping in some mud and stuff, trying to make sure everything good. But I am not going to go back and forth. I am going to end it. So I guess the question is, did Donald Trump pick the right battle, the right strategy in a way, to play with the wrong person or play with the wrong country? And that just got me thinking about, man, if stuff like this, because of course we have a plan of, okay, if World War III pop off, we're gonna have to choose the right place to go so we can be sustainable as this is going on. So I know me and my wife was having a conversation earlier, and I triggered something in her mind, like, if America does this, I feel like other countries are going to start doing what they say too. So please let me know in the comments. Let me know right now in the comments and say, hey, yeah, I agree. If America does this to Iran, France might do this, Ukraine might do this, Russia might do this, China might do this. It's always dogs around. But yeah, that really got me thinking, like, okay, this thing can escalate to a point where it's no, if they do it, it's no return. Like it's not coming, it's not going back to what it was. Because as we know, scriptures say wars and rumors of wars and nation rising against nation and things like that, where, okay, if this thing happened, we see how the U.S. is planning, and they're sending certain ships and cargo and this and that to certain places where it's not America. So they are strategically moving in a way where if it doesn't happen tomorrow, as they say, Saturday, this weekend, is it still going to happen? So it is important to understand, as we say, how to move around, especially if you are traveling. You do not want to be above the creator. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be above the creator, but you don't want to be above the equator. You don't want to be above the equator where you are struggling to move around. That's very important. That's something that I talked about with a client that scheduled a call yesterday. And if you haven't, I spoke about it a little bit in depth in our last video about how she was saying, man, I just want to garden. I just want to do this. I feel like certain things in the world is happening. And if this happens, you know, you want to be sustainable, especially if you're moving away from your home country. And that's very, very important. That is super important, where it's getting to a point how, I just really don't know what to say, because I don't know what's going to happen. And that's something that you have to pay attention to, especially if you're thinking about moving abroad. If you are thinking about, you know, moving from your home country and like really moving. I'm not saying like you go visit and this and that, because if you visit, you're going to be prepared to get back. But if you are moving abroad, that's a whole nother story right there. That's something that you really have to do your research. You really have to make sure that your plans is in order, that your how can I say it? You are going to be sustainable long term. So yeah, this is what we kind of break down. Like, we really go deep into the Mature Adult Intensive. So if you guys have not checked that out, go check it out. The link's in the description. This is very important because we have the community around. We have people in South Korea. We have people in the Philippines. We have people in Brazil. We have people in Mexico. We have people in Panama. We have people in Africa, of course, Ghana, Egypt. We have people here in Mauritius. We have people pretty much in different parts of the world, where it's going to get to a point where we need this community to let us know, like, hey, how's it there? How's it here? How's it where you are? So that is very important to know. If this thing's popped off, this might be that beacon, or that point of, okay, now I really have to go to a place where I need to be sustainable, where I need to make sure my residency is good, where I need to make sure, you know, citizenship, if that's what you want to do, if citizenship is going to be okay. So little things like that you really have to pay attention to. You have to do your research and stuff. But yeah, this thing, man, this thing is heating up. This thing is heating up. And of course, for me, I don't like to get too deep into it, because I just let it play out until it really affects me. Like right now, if it happens, I'm walking. It's not going to be like it affects me, and you know, I see missiles going across the sky and things like that. So the most important thing is, how are you going to respond? How are you going to start moving around? Because that is very, very important. And if you don't know, now you know. It's very important. We see a lot of videos of people starting to move outside of America. Even I follow this investor, this guy, he's I want to say above 50, but you know, he's well off, and he just started talking about leaving America. And I'm like, whoa, I would never think that he would talk about this, but he's talking about it. And it's like, okay, things are starting to really hit the fan in a way where everybody's starting to see how America's falling, Babylon is falling. And if you're not, you're gonna have to pay attention to the things that is going on around the world, because that's gonna affect the US. That's gonna affect the dollar. So yeah, family, like, it's whew, I really don't know what to say, but you really do have to pay attention to this. You don't want to be blind. You don't want not to pay attention to it. You really want to make sure that the things that you have is in order. Your assets, your resources is in order. And if you don't know how to move around, because there's certain things that you have to do, there's certain things that you have to transfer and things like that to make sure you are going to be okay in your household. Like, say, you know us, we are a family of 8, not 7 no more, 8, pretty soon. So it's really getting down to that time of stop playing around. You do not want to play around of what's going on in the world. You want to pay attention. You want to have your eyes open. You want to have your ears open. And yeah, like, no matter where you are in the world, just make sure that you are keeping his commandments, his statutes. Make sure that you are, you know, following his word to the T. Make sure you dot your I's and your T, and cross your T's, because it's getting serious. You always just want to do the right thing, and that's very important. You just want to do the right thing. You want to make sure that you are solid. So all praises to the Most High, guys. I just wanted to come on here to let you guys know this thing is probably going to heat up, and if not, it's just a marketing tool and a marketing thing that they just gonna keep going and keep playing with our emotions, because emotions is very powerful in this world, and they know what they are doing, but at the same time, we just really don't know. Only the Most High will reveal it to me, to us, to see what's the next step, to be obedient. So just be obedient. Make sure you like the video, leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and look, I'll talk to you in the next one. Shalom, shalom.